Good morning, friends. A winner is a dreamer who never gives up. The fact that everyone who dreams is likely to win. But what is that? The quote often attributes to Nelson Mandela that means success is achieved by those who combines a clear vision or ambition, a dreamer with relentless persistence and resilience, never to give up. It highlights that winners are simply dreamers who face obstacles but refuse to stop, turning failures into steps forward. Friends, there have been innumerable examples of successful people in life who have always dreamed. Everyone, APJ Abdul Kalam, often said that always see the dream with your open eyes. Don't close your eyes and try to have big dreams, because you see what happens that when you are dreaming about your ambition, your perspective of life, you definitely have some aspirations that will motivate you to go ahead and face the obstacles. So the quote highlights the importance of relentless effort, persistent and resilience. It highlights that winners are simply dreamers who faced obstacles but refuse to stop, turning failures into step forward. The core meaning of this theme is that perseverance over talent. There are many who are very much talented, but they lack perseverance. Perseverance can outshine your talent. Success is not only for the gifted, it is for those who keep trying when things are difficult. There are situations that when you feel that things are not easy, they are really difficult, then the situation comes that sometimes someone starts thinking that now it is better to give up. No, always try to have a kind of adamant approach that no, I will never give up. So success is not only for the gifted, it is for those who keep trying, keep striving when things are getting difficult. That time your real test is that. Then resilience is the second most important factor in your life. Resilience is to come back after you have fallen. That means you have you have got up from the failure and you have started the effort again. The winner is someone who keeps walking up to chase their dream even after experiencing failure or setback. Well, it is quite natural that human beings face setbacks in life. Facing setbacks is quite natural, but resilience says that you have to keep trying, you have to chase your dream even after experiencing failure or setback. Failures are the pillars of success. If you have really failed, it has given you a lesson that somewhere something is lacking. You have to work upon that. Visionary mindset. Everyone in the world has a vision. See, nowadays, even the young talents have vision. They always try to visualize the world in their own dream. They want to see the world with their own eyes. A winner starts with a vision, a dream, and that has the conviction to hold onto it. So the power of vision is very important. All political leaders, all statesmen, all scientists, and all those who are related to the making of the nation always have visions, always have dream. When Rome was to be built, there were some visionary leaders who really made a map of the country, and the beautiful city was you know constructed and made the shape that became a beautiful city only with their dream, with their vision. If if a parent does not motivate his child, and if a child doesn't have any dream, any ambition, then he will simply be like a ship without a rudder. Which direction he will go, nobody knows. So it is very important that children should always have some dream, some vision in life. Vision in life inspire you to do work, keep on striving, making efforts. Then comes the power of time. Time is a great, changer. You may call it, time is the greatest power, where winners are not formed in a day. It takes several months to be a winner. See, Vaibhav Suryavanshi at the age of 15 has proved himself to be a winner in the field of cricket. His efforts, he might have started playing at the age of 13, but it took 2 to 3 years for him to be acknowledged by himself. When he acknowledged his talent and the time was in his favor, he got the opportunity and he proved his talent. Today, everybody knows Vaibhav Suryavanshi, the youngest cricketer, 15 years, making a debut in IPL, and see, creating a kind of record that really proves that he was having vision of becoming a good cricketer. The power of time. Winners are not formed in one day. They are formed through a long process of failed attempts that were not abandoned. You might be thinking that those who fail to be a good cricketer, fail to be a good musician, they give up. No, several talents in Indian Idol were rejected, but now they have their own recording. Their own songs have been recorded and it has been on YouTube, and many of the I mean music companies have given them offer. Now they're having their music band, and they are creating their own compositions and bringing it to the light, because the social media is the platform from where they can really create some wonderful attempts, and their attempts have been successful. So time, you must have take time, don't be in a hurry. There are students sometimes in JEE or NEET exam, the first attempt they fail, doesn't matter. If they have failed, that means now they have got the time to reframe their work, to make their strategy in a different direction, and to work on their weakness. The next year they will crack the exam. Many of the students have come up after failure, and they have become the rank holders in UPSC exam, in all other exams, CDS exam, and many other exams, in NDA exams. The students prepared for, they have been preparing for several years. Failure after failure they have faced, but ultimately they have succeeded. So winners are not formed in a day. They are formed through a long process of failed attempts that were not abandoned. Encourage resilience. It is very important that the students or the people who are having vision of becoming great entrepreneur, they have to have resilience. When you feel like quitting, see, when you feel like giving up, try to remember that a winner is a dreamer who never gives up. Overcoming setbacks. See, everybody faces setbacks in life. Every human being. Without setbacks, you can't learn the things. When you face setbacks, start thinking where exactly I have been lacking. I didn't get the job because I will keep applying. A winner is just a dreamer who never gives up. If you apply for a job, or if you are facing an interview, maybe you will be selected or you will be rejected. Doesn't matter. Keep trying, keep facing the interview, keep facing the written exam. Start new venture, start this business, because sometimes the business may be little bit tough in the beginning, but believe in yourself that a winner is always a dreamer. Now, success is not final and failure is not fatal. It is the courage that makes you continue that counts. Even after failure, if you have a courage to come up, come back, that really counts, and that really makes you the winner. Persistence is the twin sister of excellence. There are children who have lost persistence. They don't actually bother. They just say, oh, well, it is beyond my capability. No, no, no. Always have persistence. That is the twin sister of excellence. Never, never give up. Always. Winston Churchill used to say that never give up, even when the things are worse. Start trying, start endeavoring, and then you'll find that your success is going to be a final game in which you will do better. The quote also is associated with Nelson Mandela. Actually, this quote was given by Nelson Mandela. The context is that the quote is heavily associated with Nelson Mandela journey of life, particularly his 27 years in prison to later become South Africa's first black president. His life is seen as an ultimate example of, as discussed on various platforms, that he has proved to be an educational champion, continuing to fight for a dream to make South Africa a free nation despite all intense struggle. He tried and he succeeded, and he was the first black president who really not only proved himself that his cause for fighting against discrimination was right, but he also gave South Africa an example that people who continuously strive are never a failure. They are successful in life. So vision and dream also gives you idea, inspiration to go ahead in life. And that is what I believe. That is what Eddie Singh believes. Thank you. Have a nice morning.